Young and the Restless next week. Phyllis issues dangerous warning and Victoria turns the tables. The Young and the Restless spoilers triadic trouble against Matt, Nick, Sharon, and Victoria's vengeful trap set. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless spoilers for coming week reveal Phyllis Summers is returning to Genoa City furious and Victoria Newman flipping the script with a bold new plan to get back the Newmans means. We've the rearmost Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of February 23rd, including Nate Hastings and Devin Hamilton Winters on a charge to find Lily Winters and Daniel Romalotti in big trouble. Plus, the trouble of Matt Clark is brewing. Young and the Restless Nate and Devin search for the missing Lily. Alright, let's launch with the Winters family. At the end of this week, Nate is catching up with Devin at Society. They're talking about Dominic Chancellor and being happy he's home safe, but Devin and Abby Newman are really angry because Mariah Copeland is walking around free. That ankle examiner keeps her in Genoa City, but it doesn't keep her down from Dominic, the sprat she abducted. The guys are also talking about Devin and Abby getting decreasingly angry at the Mariah situation and mooting whether she belongs in captivity versus an internal institution. They're just each upset about Dominic and any residual trouble. Turns out Devin is also decreasingly upset about his family, Lily. He tells Nate they haven't heard from Lily in a while now. Devin allowed Lily went to a gym, but it's been weeks and they haven't heard from her. So Nate and Devin are questioning, is it time to get upset about where she's at? Victor Newman's exposure and Lily's secret location on Young and the Restless. Coming week over at the Chancellor Mansion, Nate and Devin check in with Abby, and they tell her that they need to leave city. They suppose they've a lead on what happened to Lily, and they want to go check it out. Abby says, "Do whatever you got to do. Make sure everybody's safe." Then's what I wonder. However, Victor Newman suddenly faded from Genoa City by the end of this week, if you recall. Adam Newman, Nikki Newman, Nick Newman, and Victoria. None of them knew where Victor crept out to. However, he hovered Kane Ashby again and said, "Get Phyllis to give back the stuff or additional Lily pays if you flash back." I wonder if Victor went to see Lily to talk effects through with her. I agree with Adam in suspecting that Victor promised to give Chancellor to Lily if she did this, but Phyllis does and indeed have that now. Billy Abbott does. Not that I suppose Victor would have recognized his word anyway, but perhaps he went in person to tell Lily what's passing and to say, "I need you to stay retired longer." Young and the Restless, is Victor holding Lily Winters captive? Worst case, because Nikki is so upset about Victor doing a bad thing, perhaps he went and changed Lily's voluntary fake hijacking into a real hijacking and has her locked down. Lily might have decided, "Okay, this is enough. I'm not going to keep staying off the grid. However, that's it if you didn't get it done by now." Victor may say, "Oh, well, no, that's not the end of it. I do and put it past him. Everything they enjoy and have and want is gone, so there are no depths to which Victor won't sink." What's intriguing is also Devin and Nate may find Lily nearly that Victor has stockpiled her. That means the whole Winters family would be absolutely furious with the Newmans family. I suppose the rest of Victor's family would be worried, too, because Nikki was telling Sharon Newman and Noah Newman this week she's veritably upset Victor is off doing commodity shady. And he might well be. Nick Newman spirals with illegal medicines and aggressive jest. Speaking of shady, Nick just stepped onto a dark path. He took the first step. We knew it was coming, but as of the end of this week, it looks like Nick has popped his first fentanyl. However, he was in a lot of pain and he told Nikki and Sharon that he demanded to go home and take a lozenge because he said he left his bottle there, if you recall. Also, Nick came back with a lot further spring in his step. He looked like he was in lower pain, but he was acting way off fettle. He told them he'd one lozenge left in his bottle but said he needs to get further. But we know he prevaricated to Sharon and Noah because he was out of the tradition capsules. He's got no renewals, and I go the croaker wa'n't write it. The thing that Nick had, however, was that big baggie of illegal medicines that Matt gave him. Sharon's upset because Nick isn't acting like he took a pain lozenge like she's used to seeing. Rather, he's antsy and he sounds weird. Actually, he's being more aggressive than usual. Sharon mentions this to Noah, and now they're both on high alert and keeping an eye on Nick. Victoria Newman plots vengeance against Billy and Phyllis. Meanwhile, on Young and the Restless, the Newmans family batted the timing of Victor jetting off because it came at the same time that Phyllis left Genoa City. At the same time, Victoria is cooking up her own revengeful plan to discipline Billy and Phyllis and force them to give back what they took. Victoria is going after their kiddies. She formerly hit out at Billy. She transferred their kiddies off to boarding academy, and he was really ticked off about that. Next, Victoria is planning to get Daniel Romalotti and Summer Newman on the Newman family side because she knows that will devastate Phyllis. That's kind of intriguing because Kane formerly allowed of that approach. He went to Daniel looking to get him to help force Phyllis's hand to give stuff back. Plus, Kane is calling Phyllis to try and attune with her, which I find largely questionable. Nikki doesn't suppose Victoria's plan is going to work, but actually, I suppose Nikki might be dealing Victoria short. Phyllis Summers returns to explode at Daniel Romalotti Jr. I suspect that either Victoria or Kane's plan to get Daniel as a supporter is successful because coming week Phyllis is back in city, and she blows up on her son. Daniel and Tessa Porter are at Crimson Lights playing guitar and nipping. Phyllis barges in there, fresh off her trip, and lays into Daniel. She uses his full name, Daniel Romalotti Jr. That's when you know your mama is frenetic, when you get the full name. Phyllis is raging at Daniel coming week that she won't forgive him for this. I see and stay to find out what he did to rankle Phyllis, and I'm then for it. Hot on the heels of her return, guess what? Victor is also back in Genoa City, and he's got bad news for the Newmans family. It has nothing to do with their business, which is each bad news. The new bad news that Victor delivers to the family is particular. Matt Clark escapes custody as Nick goes into beast mode. He tells everybody that Matt Clark has faded. The Joe got out of police guardianship and took off. Nick, of course, goes into beast mode and says that Matt could be anywhere, indeed on the estate property right now. Nick wants to know how this is passing, and he's going to come fully deranged coming week. Between Matt getting loose and the fentanyl, it's about to get crazy with him. Principally just like Noah and Sharon were bothered was going to be. Despite Matt being on the loose, I do anticipate to see him for a couple of further weeks because Roger Howarth only lately returned to tape recording at YNR, and there's like a 4-week tape recording to air detention. There's a lot of action going on coming week. We also have the last 3 occurrences of February sweeps, which wraps up on Wednesday. So, check for that, and be sure to watch our full daily spoilers videotape that comes out this weekend, plus our prognostications and 2-week spoilers. It's going to be good stuff the week of February 23rd through the 27th. Don't miss a nanosecond of Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless spoilers triadic trouble against Matt, Nick, Sharon, and Victoria's revengeful trap set. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Nick Newman will get some news that leaves him seething during the week of February 23rd to 27th. Victor Newman will make an advertisement that riles Nick over and makes him determined to recapture control of the situation. When Victor handed Matt Clark over to the Bobbies, he felt confident Matt would be locked down for good. Victor let Matt live, so he presumably allowed the justice system would take care of Nick's longtime adversary and that his family would be defended. Unfortunately, Matt will prove he's one slippery character once he ever scores his release. Matt will be free to go wherever he wants, so Nick will flip out and worry he's going to target the Newman clan formally again. Since Nick will refuse to let his family land in detriment's way, he'll scheme with Sharon Newman in the coming occurrences. Sharon loathes Matt just as important as Nick, so they'll put their heads together on a plan to stop their old foe formally and for all. Noah Newman may want to help, but Nick and Sharon may push him to just keep himself safe considering everything Matt formerly put him through. Still, Noah will fret over Sienna Bacall's well-being when she comes back to Genoa City. It'll leave Noah bothered about Matt targeting Sienna, so he may make it his charge to keep her safe while Sharon and Nick's plot moves forward. YNR spoilers for February 27th say Victoria Newman will pitch in on Nick's trap, so she may get in on the action, too. Since Victoria doesn't want Matt hurting their family either, she may do her part to shut him down. After all, Victor could be a vengeance target as well since he stole Matt's fortune, and eventually delivered him to the police. Victoria has formerly been concerned about Victor's health due to all this Newman preemption drama. The last thing Victor needs is Matt going after him as well, so Victoria may join forces with Nick and Sharon to stop him. The young and the restless spoilers suggest Matt will face a triadic trouble if Sharon, Nick, and Victoria are each by on this plot against him. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.